If you're on social media a lot or even a little, you might hear a lot of people talking about business credit and business funding, right? But today I want to tell you how to get instant business funding. Basically, our companies are not being set up properly, and that's the reason we have so many problems. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. Thanks for returning back to the channel. If this is your first time here, this is the place for business funding, entrepreneurship, and real estate. Now, go ahead and press that thumbs up button. And before I get into the fastest ways to get instant business funding, stick around until the end because I got a bonus for you. By now, most of us know how to set up the LLC and how to get our employee identification number from irs.gov. No other place. Don't go to any .coms and pay anybody unnecessary money, right? So once you do those first two steps, the next few steps are so critical to getting an instant approval. Now, when I say instant approval, I mean that a computer will a computer will approve you, not a person like you or I manually looking at every single detail about the company. So let's talk about getting the fastest instant approval for business funding. Okay, so again, once you get the LLC and the EIN, your next step, get you a business checking account, right? So I will put a link below to an easy, fast way to get a free business checking account today, right? So the next step you want to do, you want to get on your computer. You want to go to GoDaddy.com, get you a domain name, right? Because you must have a website presence in order to be taken seriously in this day and age. Speaking of a website presence, after you have your virtual phone number and your virtual business address, which is what I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, you want to list yourself online. Okay. So remember back in the day when everybody had a big, thick Yellow Pages book. So these days, businesses want to be listed in the white pages or listed in, it's on listyourself.net, right? So go on listyourself.net and list your business once you have all of the details. All right. And last but not least, as I mentioned, we want to make sure we get if we don't have a brick and mortar business, we want to get a virtual business address. And using UPS or the United States Postal Service, none of that no longer works. So because again, if a person has to manually underwrite your file and your funding, they may Google the address and see that it's just the post office. So you want to actually have an office building and a suite number, and you can do that with Opus. Opus is a virtual business address company, very professional, lots of variety of options. One of the options, you can actually have a secretary to answer your phone line. You can choose the package where you have access to the conference area, or you can just get the address. So I'll put those links down below. And as far as a business phone number, I will also put the link below for Grasshopper. So let's do a recap. After your EIN and your LLC, we want to next open our business checking account. You can do it online for free. The big banks will charge you monthly, and that could be a problem if you're not generating revenue yet, or if you just don't want to pay. All right, so the next one would be list ourselves on listyourself.net. And then we want to have a virtual business phone number and a virtual business address, or either lease a building so you can have a physical address. So those are the steps to getting instant business funding. Also, don't forget about get your Duns and Bradstreet number as well. And now here's how the instant business funding works. The computer will verify all of your information across the board. and across the web. So make sure everything is consistent. All right, so here's that bonus. Make sure all of your information is consistent across the board. And this includes suite numbers, just no mistakes. Make sure your company name is spelled the exact same all across the board with your business address on Google. You can go to, oh boy, Google my address or Google my business. Something like that, but Google it. And then you can just list yourself on Google as well. So, but you can't do any of that until you get your actual business address and business phone number, because Google won't even list you until they are able to mail you a code to your business address. And then you have to enter that code. So that is it for today. If you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below, because I answer and respond to each and every one of them. All right, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned lots, and I'll see you on the next one.